Uh, so yeah, hi everyone. So let's start. So today I'm going to give a brief introduction about our Justin, which is like state library, which we can use in our React. So actually, as we are aware of, in our other projects, like we do use like context API, correct? So for passing the for prop drilling and for passing the props like from one component to another component, correct? And to store it in the global state management, like the auth and the etc and etc. So right now, we but context API have some drawback, right? It causes unnecessary re-rendering, and whenever we change like any of the state of it, it will re-render the whole component tree, right, from the parent one. So that's why by doing some research, like we came to know there were like many alternatives which we can use. Like some of them were just and Jotai and Valtio and all. But we came to an conclusion that we will be using Justin in our project. So let's start Justin. So Justin is like a state manager, which is like same as it is like Redux only, but the main difference between the Justin is that actually whenever we do this global state management, right, like context API. So in the context API, what will happen? Like usually, let me give some example like this one. Okay, let's go this one. Yep. So actually, what used to be happen, like when in our index or app one, right, we used to pass our context provider right here in this page, right? So in the parent component, and then only that is the parent component where it will store all the data and pass the props through it to all the children component. But the case is not same in our Justin. So what happens actually in Justin? So Justin is like a component library above React, means like if we can even use Justin in our normal index or normal HTML and like other pages and all. So I've written one. I will share it out to you all, you guys. Let me open it. Uh, 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 Justin, yeah, why Justin? So actually so what Redux used to do, Redux is like actually used to save or like stored within the React component tree, right? But our Justin store is something like which stored outside the React, and even if we want to update any state like which is outside the React, so Justin can be helpful for us. And also one of the reason we have chosen Justin is that maximum you guys have heard about Redux tool dev tools, right? I would like to show you here, like let me refresh it. So this is one of the POC which I have made, where like there's crude operations and all. So here if we go to our Redux toolkit, so first like it's a extension that we have to install it in our browser. So in Redux, this one, so whenever we do any operation, right, so we can check, okay, fine, so this is a state which has been right now here, and this was the difference, like pehle 0 tha and now it's like total is 35 and the total quantity has been 1. And even if we add one more, means like जो भी operation होता है, we can track it down here in the Redux toolkit, Redux dev tools, sorry. And suppose like here, so that इसमें क्या होगा कि like we will be able to debug more easily and more efficiently, whether कि ये pass करने पे like how the data has been changed and what is the current state. And if you want to do this one, just a second, three this ones, diff state chart, yeah, this chart secondary, yeah, so we can explore it, like about you can read about how to use this Redux dev tools and all. So okay, fine. So let's come on one of the reason, and also some of the main problems, like you can say one of the main add-ons which Justin give us is that like we can even persist our session storage, persist our data into local storage, persist our data persist our data into session storage or local storage, right? or local storage. Cool. So this is one of the main reasons like we are considering zustand right now. And so also one of the main reasons is that it's like zustand is nothing, it's like a hook through which we can consume the data. And also, as I have said, like we don't have to wrap our app in any context provider like we used to do in Redux and other state management libraries and all. And also, whenever we change any data, so it doesn't cause any re-render, right? And also it's less boilerplate. Like if I will show you the data, you will say like, oh fine, like it's totally easy like as compared to other state management library and all. So let's start. So actually, so to install it like in any of the project, we have to start by like npm install zustand, and then like we have to create this one. So zustand gives an hook which is like create, so we can use this create to set our data. And then like here like the create function is being used, and in the create function they are like two parameters which it takes. One is the set, one is the get. Same as it is like we use in our use state, means like the first state and then set state, right? तो वही समझ लो, one is for the setting and one is another one which is the getting one is for getting the data and all. So yeah, so here it's the like the state which has been stored like beers, and it's a function which we can call upon it like increase population, and it will increase by 1, and same remove and remove all. And then how to bind it in our component is like simply we can do like call the use store, which we will be exporting it here, and directly call like state.beers, that's it, and then use it. You don't have to define anywhere. So right now it may be some confusion, so let's go to some this one. So this is one of the POC which I have made, so would like to show you up. So let's open 301. So yep, so it's a POC which I have made. So let me open both of them together. Yep, so here what I have done, so I have made one store, okay, and there in that store.js what I have done create, okay. Create करने के बाद में, so I have made two or you can say global store. One is the setting store and another one is the people store, okay. And I have taken one variable which is dark, and one function which will toggle our dark variable, okay. And I have taken one more variable which is like the people store, and there people is there, and add person means like to just to do the color operations and all. So just forget it. And so here what is there, like actually this setting store, right? So as I've told, like we can able to do use it like in our Redux toolkit, right? All the state and all. So there is one middleware which Zustand provides, which is like called DevTools. So what we have to do, we have to just pass our store, which is like setting store in our DevTools. That's it. Then we will able to use it in our this one Redux dev tool. And another one is like persist. So persist is used like if just now I told you, right? Yeah, if we can store the data in our local storage, right? Or like or in our session storage. So right now what we are doing, we are just storing the setting store, which is like this one, in our local storage, persisting the data and with the name of user setting. So okay, so let's inspect it. Let me open it down. Okay, cool. So let's go to application. Let's go to local storage. Yep. So here we are able to see that yeah, user setting is there as same as the name which we have saved, and here the state is dark equal false. Okay, fine. So let's toggle it, and now the value is state is dark. So now what will happen? We did how it will be processing our data. Like even if we refresh the page, like we will able to see the state as like dark, right? And so let's come to the Redux toolkit which I told you right now, right? So let's open the Redux. Okay, cool. So here Redux. So as what we have done, so there are two instances, right? So one is the, so let me refresh it. So one is the coffee beans. Okay. So yeah, so actually they are like two instance. Actually it's showing like one more, because like I have checked like Redux toolkit in one of the more projects. So actually there are two instances, like one is for the managing the state, like which is the this setting store, right? And another one is this one, which is like the Rahul one, which is like our paper store, right? So paper store, by initially the data is people Robin and Rahul. Okay, fine. So whenever we add one more, like maybe Ravinder, and add on, we were able to see Ravinder. Okay, fine. And when we click it and see like what's the difference, we will able to see, okay, fine, ये होने पे after performing adding this performance, like this data has been added. So it's make us more feasible for debugging the data and all. So yep, this is it. So and then how to consume the data. So here, like as I told you, like we have been exporting it, right, in this one. Let me expand it, and let me right click, and let me open here like index file. So yep, so here we are exporting, right, this one, our use people and use setting. So currently here in the index page, like we are going to toggle it, our toggle button, right? So we are taking toggle dark button. So toggle dark button was there in the setting.store, right? So setting store. So setting store is been exported as like use setting store. So from use setting store we will be able to consume it by state wall is state, right? Pura wall object is a state. So state dot toggle dark mode, and here this one is like for consuming that, like a state dot dark for checking out this state. Also there's one more option which we can do, like we can also consume the data something like dark toggle dark mode equal to, and they both come from use setting, right? State equal to state, and let me, and let's check it once. Yeah, it's working, and yep, done. So yeah, so there are two options. Either we can directly destructure it and consume the data, consume all the like what you say variables from it by destructuring it. Else like we can use this one by one. So it's like as per our convenience, like whatever developers like. So right now this dark mode is been passed, right? So what will happen in dark mode function will be called, like it will just toggle the data. It will check, okay, dark state.dark, and then toggle it. Okay, fine. And let's go to the other components which I have made, which is one of the input. So what is been happen, what is happening in the user, like input component is been like we are just passing the, we have been using this add person function, right? So this add person is like we are just passing the data, that's it. And in the people wala part, so here we have been calling this use people store, right? And what data we are using from use people store, we are using this people wala state. So we are able to store it, use it like from the store, the state dot people. Okay, then people, and then we will be using it same. So it's a simple one. Right now I would like happy to show you like from the scratch, like how we will be using it from the scratch. So let's close it, and let make one more from the scratch, which is like npx step. So let's copy this one for creating the next application. Pardon. So okay, to proceed. Okay, yep. Project name, our Next.js Justin demo. demo. Okay, and do want to use TypeScript? No. Elint, yes. Directory. So let it download. So actually I have made one more POC which you make as like I will share this component this project video, which is like here we are doing all the operation, means like there are this some I have taken this e-commerce wala example. So let me open it. Yeah, this one. So here, so actually I have made this one page, like after clicking it our data got been added in the card, and after going the card we can clear the card, and again by going here we can by double clicking our data did get increased been added, and we can do the CAD operation from here. So you can check it out, I will share you up. So let's make a small wala part, that how to, I think ये हो गया होगा. Yep, it's been done. So ठीक है. So here let's do enter my. Okay, done. And let's for instance let's close it. Okay. Because there were many instances, right? So okay, fine. So right now I was in this one. Yep. So let's start npm run dev. Okay, npm run dev. So this is the boilerplate which we get like from this one, create next step. So let's clean it up. So here let's go to pages and index. From index let's clean everything. Okay, let's put only high. Let's check. Okay, fine, high is there. What happened here? Stores. What happened actually? Just a second. So main part, right? So okay. Okay, done. Now it's perfect. So here let's try to make a counter. Okay. So at first what we have to do, we have to make one this one folder, name is store. Okay, fine. And then create one file which is like store.js. Okay, fine. So here at first, sorry, export, import create from our Justin, right? Justin, just like we have done here, like in this store, like import like create from Justin and all. So just copy it, like actually no, we can do it from the scratch. So ये हो गया. Here we have created, and let make like const let counter, right? Counter state equal to. So here what are the things we will doing, we will just setting it up. So actually for using it, like we will call this create one, right? This create, and then we will pass in it, we will pass in set. Okay, we want to set it, and it's been taken in this parenthesis, and here just like one will be the counter value, right? Count, and initially the count will be 0. and there I will take like one function which is like increase count. Okay, and here we will pass in the state, and which will be directly uh, returning a value which will be like count equal to state dot count plus 1. Okay, and then just copy paste, and here like decrease string, if I am not wrong, correct here. So here decrease will be like -1. Okay, and okay, fine, done. So store counter store. So yep, so here what we can do, like we have created the create store. Okay, fine. Now if we want to do, so I just now I have told you, right? Okay, so let's import it, like export use counter store equal to just like we have done here. Sorry, export const equal to here this counter store. Perfect. So here it's been done, correct. So after doing this one, set. Okay, here okay, this one we have to sorry, I forgot to set here. It's a function which will be setting the data. Just a second, I think I have done some mistake. Your person, okay, sorry, pardon. So this state will be passed from here. Again, so let's go to documentation. So documentation is the one which we can help it out.